to Denton, Texas this weekend to play Ohio, Kansas State, and North Texas in a 3-match tournament starting Thursday. They're coming off a 1-2 weekend where they lost to Gonzaga in 3, beat Seattle in 3, and lost to Oregon State in 5. Other notes, Lauren Twitty recorded her 1,000th kill of her career against Oregon State. And yeah, so I'll take it away.
Yeah, thanks again, as always, for being here and just helping to tell the story of all of our Lobo teams. So thanks. We're excited to get into our 4th weekend. We get on the road again. We leave for North Texas and play, again, 3 great teams. And I think that's the message I've been telling you guys, is the message I tell my team every time we go out and we take the road, is we want to go and get tested. We want to go see who we are, and we want to go see how we can get better week in and week out. So this last weekend, we had some chances, and we're working in practice to make sure that when we get chances that we're going to put teams away. And we had some chances against Oregon State, and we put together a really nice effort against Seattle, who was the kind of the host school, and I thought we played a really nice match against them, and we saw us, I think, potentially at our best at times in that, and so that was great to see that we're starting to see more and more of who we are and how we want to play the game, and so we're excited to get on the road and play 3 great teams this weekend.
You guys have been out there for a while now. Is it starting to wear on you a little bit, or do they still have the same pep?
Yeah, you know, I think you start feeling it a little bit as the season goes on, you know, and we're now heading into week 4. We've been on the road for 3 straight weeks, and I think you start to feel it. I think that the biggest thing that impresses me about our group is the resilience, you know, and it's tough to lose a 5-set match and come back the next morning against the host school and then go just take it to them. So I've been impressed with our resilience. So when you ask about the pep in their step, yeah, they're hungry, man, and they're ready to go. And we put in a great day yesterday, and we'll put in another great day today, and we're going to get on the road and get a. You know, in my opinion, I think, like I said last week, we're chasing our best volleyball, and when it comes, it'll be there, and when it's not there, we feel it, you know, and so there's some good teams that we're playing, so I think we're ready to go.
Coach, big picture, where are you at?
Yeah.
Are you as far along as you thought you might be?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like, you know, if you would have asked me that, you know, after, you know, maybe at the end of camp when we first started to play our match, I would say, hey, we're in a great spot, and I think one of the things that has been a little challenge for us is we had to overcome a couple of hurdles early, and with some players playing in some roles that they weren't, you know, I think overly comfortable in, and it was kind of a big shift for our team. And so what's nice is I feel like we're back on that trail. I think we got off the path a little bit, and I think we're back on that trail of chasing our best volleyball. And our team is committed to this idea that it's a process, and it's been tough because it's a big shift to go from, hey, this is where we're at. We leave a weekend 1 and 2, and we had a chance to take a team in 4, and we lose it in 5. And hey, let's not take that frustration into our next match. Let's learn that lesson today, and let's come back better tomorrow morning. And that's what they've done. And so when you ask, you know, where are we at big picture, I think we're in a great spot. You know, we've gotten pretty good on the road, and we've been tested on the road. And so now when we go hit Mountain West play in a week and a half, we're going to be ready to go. We start with Colorado State a week from Thursday. Yeah, so it's flying by, man. It's going to catch up to us here. So.
With that said, do you feel like they're absorbing all the teaching and stuff that you've been trying to put in?
You know, you see a little bit more every day, and that's the exciting part is we start to see some of the changes we're making with the way we're playing the game, and you see a little bit more every day. And when we're competing and we're in a tough stretch, in you know, the end of the 4th set against Oregon State, I think is haunting a lot of us, a lot of the team, because we had a chance to put a really good team away, and we came up short, and that hurts. But we saw what we could improve upon there, and we made those changes the next morning. So to me, it's I like it. You know, I like the fact that this team is resilient and they're resetting and responding really well.
So we can see the big smile on your face. I mean, what are you most looking forward to with the Mountain West schedule once that comes next week?
You know, just the chance for this team to do it, what we set out in the early part of the preseason when we had the conversation. Hey, what do we want out of this year? And it was, we want to win the Mountain West Conference. And no team in my opinion, in my history, I don't know, maybe Allison could reflect on this, but no team has won the Mountain West Conference in the first 4 weekends of preseason play. You know what I mean? Like no one's even come close to it, right? So the reality is I don't really care record-wise where we're at, and I mean that because this team has a lot to learn. This team we have a lot to do, and yeah, of course I want to come out on the up end of things, but when we hit Mountain West Conference play, we want to be ready to go, and I think that we could have scheduled much differently. We could have scheduled where we didn't take many lumps. We could have scheduled where we didn't get tested, and so that to me. We did that for a reason, and we did that to go see where we're at, and so I'm excited just to get started with it and see where we're at. So.
Coach, the problem with that is that you're not going to get the NCAA bid even if you win the conference because they go by your RPI ratings.
To correct you, the Mountain West Conference gets an automatic bid For winning the conference. Yep. So the winner of the Mountain West Conference will get an NCAA bid. The next step of that then would be, if you don't make that tournament, can you play in the NIVC tournament, which is for those of you that it's very similar format as basketball, but it's now in a volleyball format. So to be top 100 in the RPI, to have a winning record or above 500 record, you can get an invitation to go play in that tournament and then go win a national championship in the NIVC tournament. So that's our secondary goal. If we can't win the Mountain West Conference, and I've told this team all along, is our roadmap this season was we want to go compete for a championship. We want to compete for a Mountain West Conference championship. Then we want to make it to the NCAA tournament and take it for a ride. And if we can't get there, can we get to the NIVC tournament? Yeah, there is still some hope here for postseason. I mean, there's absolute hope for postseason play. That's never given up on us. Yeah.
Any other questions?
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much, Coach.